Hello, everyone, and welcome back to week 2 of season 5. Today's game, it will be an upper league match versus Yaokuza and LCG. And I'm joined here today with Sick Gamer.
Hello.
Yep. So welcome. It's gonna be fun today. I think this will be a very competitive match. And looks like today we'll see for YY, we'll see Jet, Photon, Ghetto, Roach, and Tommy. And then from LCG, we're going to see Kuko, Toxic, Pablo, and Kueko, and
I just go
butchered that.
Kuken. That's my
Kuken.
closest.
And then also, I think this is going to be his first official match, will be Metoy. So he's been around for a little bit, and I know they picked him up sometime just before the season started. So yeah, we'll see how he does today.
I was wondering there. I was like, I didn't know who that was. I usually know most people on LCG, so it's kind of interesting to see a new player on there.
Yeah, for sure. And I believe their game just popped, so we'll be switching over there.
All right.
Now, let's go ahead and start that transition.
We're interested to see what these two teams can do today. I mean, these are two like some of the biggest biggest. Sorry, to the biggest EU talents in the
Yeah.
so far. And they've been around for a while, so I think we'll see some interesting stuff from them.
Yeah, both teams have been around for a while. I believe in LCG is, I think, one of the longest teams that have remained in like the upper bracket of the league and continuously, show up and play.
They're definitely some of the two teams I really think about whenever I hear the words DPL.
Yeah, and especially the EU side, yeah.
Yeah.
So, alright, we'll load into this, and we'll see how this goes. Alright, looks like we're going to see a Sea Storm, a Dome, and a Kill House for the first phase, and why will we be attacking with LCG defending? What do you think about this Sea Storm here?
Well, so far we're on the C-Store Hermit Buckshot. I'm gonna say the names today because I don't trust their front with names.
I would have said Hermione or something.
Yeah, we would end this stream with flashcards for Surfront already. But it seems like a pretty good storefront or C-Store here. It seems like it's a classic storefront usually just for there. There's not too much cover there, but holding arcade is kind of a good thing just because you want to hold that there. But I think we'll see some interesting stuff here. It seems like
You're going to see that classic wall charge,
Yeah.
Kind of like one of those C-Stores where it's perfect for.
It's hard, honestly. Some of these C-Stores are really hard not to do the wall charge there because it's like, yeah, it's like take 5 steps to bomb there. Obviously, there's like 10 different angles on it, but just
yeah.
Are those smokes there? Are you gonna hang on a second? Are they actually? I think they're gonna try and smoke everything off. Yeah.
I think they're gonna try and smoke out the arcade angle so they can just get into storefront for free, shotgun teller, open up with the rest of the shutters, and then they'll smoke out this angle so the fridges can't get an angle on them, and then they'll have like somebody maybe with Saber watch the storefront or somebody watching here while they send 2 maybe fridges and pinch the guy in fridges, so they'll flash him. He has to rotate the freezer, and that's probably where most of the defenders will be here in arcade, and maybe like one teller. So YY I think is reading this play really well here, but I do like this bar placement from LCG. And
it looks like it'll be a solid plan, honestly.
Yeah, it's like it was good for them. I'm surprised they don't have maybe a little bit more pressure coming this toxic. I mean, Heller and office side, they could get some really good wall bangs here, especially if they know that they're going for this wall charge here. But using wall charge on first round, but being a C-Store, so let's get into this.
I think you're definitely right on that teller play there because we do see Jet holding that Saber there, and we see. I think the bomb is going to go. I think they're. Yep, I think they're clacking. Yep, bomb goes out. We see them moving in. Jet immediately takes out Kuken. They're trying to get some shots in there. Photon gets in there, trying to get the teller. It's wading his way through and ends up dying to Toxic while also taking out Toxic somehow. We see them still outside trying to get in now. Now the teller is no longer a problem. We see them out there trying to see. Oh, Tommy tries to get in, trying to fight Pablo. Flashes are going out into arcade and over that freezer area. Roach and Tommy both shooting down Mator there, and now it's just Kuko trying to get done. Shooting Jet, kind of scaring him a little bit, and ends up getting killed by Ghetto, and the round goes to Yaokuza.
Yeah, wow. Very well executed by YY there. Just kind of like I said, they throw the smokes out. But Jet, with the first pick right away on the cool active. His name's too hard.
I just say Kuken. I don't know if Phil's
Kuken.
fine with that. Honestly, I'd probably ask him, but that is the closest I can get there. It's hard casting a team that has Kuko and Kuken on the same roster.
Yeah. Anyway,
But
yeah, that first pick really set the tone there for YY to get in there, and then yeah, and then they were just able to smoke out, and like Photon, he suicided in there. He was able to take out Toxic, kind of.
he
I don't know
got
if it was,
way farther than he had any right to, man. Like, I figured, like, maybe Montour or something like that would take him out, or maybe
I
Kuko, but
think
he
his
just
Molly,
got
Toxic's
in.
Molly, might have damaged himself a little bit, which made it a little bit easier for
Yeah, no, at the end of that, he was standing
to
in
trade
it.
him out. And that was an interesting trade we saw there.
I was like, Photon's gotta die, right? Like, getting that door, because he's, like, wading through, like, the barb
Barbed
there, going
wire in a Molly.
extremely slow.
A
But
barbed
no, he
wire in
managed
a
to take
Molly.
out Toxic on that. That's crazy.
Yeah. Onto this dome here. I'm not gonna say the operation.
It's Star
Star
Hall. There you go.
I
These ones
lied.
are actually easy names, not Odysseus and Artemis and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's too hard for my small brain. Anyways, yeah. This one's also kind of a map we've seen around. This castle is really important. Getting control of this castle. Whoever has pretty much control of this castle, kind of. If you have control of this castle, you're pretty much kind of in the upper hand. Like you have the better chance of winning the round. So, whenever I see this, maybe a blow from pit, just like what Ghetto's talking about now. Try to push their castle. It's good to have like two people in here, just like LCG is saying. One with a molly for this bar in place of barb. I don't like how this barb is a little too close in my opinion. You can't really swing that barb. Only if you swing it from here, so it kind of gives them a chance to come in a little bit after they use a flash, and they'll be fine. So you want to kind of put that barb a little bit back more, but especially with the molly too, the spread will get them stuck in that barb, and they'll be taking a lot of damage. Wow, look at that nade placement. They're calling that perfectly, saying that there's going to be a barb right there. Watch for the rat.
I gotta say, there's nothing more satisfying when casting these when you just see like, oh yeah, there's a barb, and they put a nade on that, like in the planning. It's just like, it's really seeing these two teams' minds just collide. And it's
LCG
really
is
interesting
big.
to see.
I mean, LCG. YY is really leading LCG's plays right now. Just reading that really well. But I think what they're gonna do is just maybe 5-stack green. Is what I'm seeing. So I'm not seeing a charge come out, but that is still really solid. You know, you get the free, and all you have jets. Just sit on beach and watch your back from high ruins, and scan water and base. So the rest of you guys go in, and all you really have to worry about is this castle. Window. And, it's just that one angel, and like rat spots in the jungle, they can swing out on you from. But yeah.
Yeah, they risked a lot that first round of taking both a wall charge and a saber there, so it seems like they're gonna take this one a little bit easier. I mean, they still have saber, so green is always really nice for that. We see some, I think, just some shots going out there, just trying to do little predictions there. We see Kuko watching over that. Kuko takes a shot. I don't think, nope, it did connect against Ghetto, so Ghetto is very much hurt here. And we see, I think that's Kuko and trying to hide in base there. I wonder if he'll get anything done there. He's ratting. Trying to take some shots on Kuko. Kuko takes out Tommy. Okay. Nade takes out Kuken from the grave, apparently. I didn't even see him throw that, but and Jet does take out Kuko. That was inevitable there.
But Kuko did quite a lot of damage there. Didn't get a kill and bring someone down to HP.
He made his presence known. We see some shots going out between that castle there. Photon takes out Matsoi there, trying to take some shots. Pablo, I think, getting a molly a little too close there. I'm not sure what that's really going to do. Toxic's going to try and flank around here. We see flashes going around all around jungle. Toxic trying to get around the Jet, trying to take out that backline there. Takes out Jet, which is really nice. Roach trying to come back, make sure he can keep. Yep. Roach managed to take out Toxic. Now it's just Pablo in that castle trying to see what he can get done. We got Photon defusing right now. Ghetto watching that castle, managed to take out Pablo, and the round goes to Yaokuza.
Yeah. Just really, after they were able to take out Kuko, there was enough really pressure coming from LCG for his base side. After Kuko got that kill onto Tommy.
Yeah, it's Tommy.
I was like, I saw Tommy got a kill. Oh, that was with his frag grenade after he died.
Yeah, it's
after
like
you hit somebody. After you hit somebody with that mop and you're able to get that kill, you kind of don't want to re-peek it because you know they know that you're right there. They're just gonna be watching that and just pushing in,
Yeah,
nobody else from LCG is putting enough pressure onto that feature base side. He's the only one that's peeking it, so they're just gonna watch you. You know what I'm saying? So
and getting there, I think their idea really was for Kuko to kind of draw the attention, get some damage in, and then when they don't, like when they're trying to get close, still afraid of that mop, Kuken would come out instead and rip them apart. But Kuken got called, and because of that, Kuko didn't have the ace up his sleeves to keep, peeking that, so that ended up dropping him there. But we're coming down here on Operation Timber Intruder. And these are actually easy names. I can't even make fun of you for them.
And this is kind of a new map. I've only seen it a few times, so this one's more of a new map. But so far from what I've seen, this lumberyard kind of gives you like a spawn peek onto the truck here. So I wonder if somebody will be peeking this with the oh wait, they lost the mop.
Yeah, they lost Mop. I was about to say that. I don't know if
You could still kind of run some AK bullets down there, right at the start of the round, and then run away and play back lumber, and you'll be pretty much safe from anybody else. This door charge here is really solid. You control this hallway, and you kind of can see into lumber. So you kind of just go like this, or down the hallway like this too, right into, and you kind of just get to control this locker's door. And it looks like we're gonna see another door charge come out right into the lockers here, which is a very nice door charge. If there's a barb there or anybody kind of standing in this general area, pretty much take care of them right away. They'll flash into lockers. So what, I'm assuming what LCG really needs to kind of rely on here is to either molly. They need to waste their flashes with a lot of mollies to stop this push, or play very heavy presence in this lumberyard and brick house. They're going to need to put. Hopefully, they put like at least a knack or two or a lead gross or something in here to play the wall bang onto this door charge, or even play in this hallway. They put a barb here somewhere here in the hallway. They can hit some good wall bangs as well.
It doesn't seem like they're really going to be defending that hallway, and it kind of sucks because they're putting. It seems like they're very heavy brick house, but I don't even think Yaokuza is even considering that as an option.
It's interesting that they put 2 barbs in brick house. I think just putting 1 on the screen door, you're fine. I mean, yes, this red door is a threat, but it's kind of just a really big choke point, and it's a very thin wall here, so you just wall bang this. Not even with a knack. Really wall bang,
The fire's going out between Toxic and Tommy there in Lumberyard. I don't think anyone really got hurt there. Kuko, I think it's going to try and take that peek. Although we get some wall bangs, but nothing really coming out. Kuko's getting some shots. Kuko does a ton of damage on Tommy there and manages to rotate out. Oh, taking a little bit of damage from Ghetto there, I think, under Kuko.
Oh, more than a
little. Goes out. Yeah, no, he's pretty rough up there. Oh, Kuko's up and flat. Tommy's trying to get some wall bangs in. Tommy takes out Kuko. We get a lot of shots going in there. We are seeing those wall bangs you're talking about. Photon's taking a little bit of damage there. They're in that hall, or the air, obviously, and they're trying to get in there a little bit. See some wall bangs going out. Some auto shotted there, playing their hand a little bit too early. So that nade go out, trying to get rid of that bar. We see the door charge go down, and Molly's there trying to hold him out. Yeah, they're just in that hall now, not really being able to do much. But wait for that molly. See, I think Matto is going to try and flank there. We see the bomb go out, another molly. I think, yeah, Matto is taking that single to go, but they're waiting for him. Ghetto comes around and kills him. Jesus. They all, like, turned immediately to them to flash out, and Molly, again, trying to waste that. And, oh, 2 flashes. That's a lot of flashes gone there.
They're out of mollies. Ghetto and Roche both have flashes, so...
Photon trying to take some shots on Pablo. Roach takes out Kukan. We see them get in there. Toxic managed to take out Tommy, but Jet does take out Toxic, and the round does go to Yaokuza. I honestly want to say, I think it's a... I don't know how to say this, but they kept them a lot in that hall there, and I feel like they didn't really capitalize on it, because they were wasting their flashes, but they maybe should have had some more wall banks in there instead of those flanks, because the wall banks are a little safer, and, rip them out a little bit more. I know they were mostly in Lumberyard, but... I don't know, I feel like that would have helped them out a lot more there.
Yeah, this wall bang from Brick House into that red door really would have slowed them down a lot in this club wall bang. Especially when you have somebody in bomb that can hear them all in the hallway. You just have to send somebody club and they can just wall bang through that thin wall with an AK. Just mag them up there. You got to do something to slow these guys down. You can't just let them walk all over. And,
yeah, they sent like 1v5 flanks, and that wasn't really the greatest idea.
And they got hallway for free. The only one that was putting some pressure there was Kuko, but Kuko got full spun by a flash, and after that, then it was a 4v5. But Tommy was pretty low, but they just weren't enough wallbang pressure, and then you're playing against YY, so you gotta expect to have somebody watching that flank. This is not like a lower league team where you're just gonna oh, I can flank them, and then no offense to lower league teams, but this is an upper league team where someone is going to be assigned to watch the flank. And
this is a team that's been around for a while. They know how to play off each other. So they're going to know, hey, this guy's got our back right now, so we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, and you're not going to – somebody's not going to be able to just flank your whole team and just kill everybody like that. You got to expect somebody's going to be watching that. And Ghetto was able to lock down my toy when he went for that flank, and I believe Tommy also went for that flank later on. I mean, not Tommy. Toxic. No, it wasn't Toxic. It was Pablo. I think it was Pablo.
Maybe
Pablo. and Pablo also got locked down there. And they were able to trade out quite a few flashes with the mollies, but you know, you can only really take 3 mollies on a tile set, and the attackers get like 5 flashes, and if you're not putting enough pressure on their entrance there and making them waste flashes, you're not really gonna take away much of your economy here. But anyways, we're going on to the side swap here. So back onto that C store.
Yeah, we're back on Hermit Buckshot.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. We see they're gonna do another wall charge. It seems like they're gonna try and do some plan. I think. Oh, Yakuza seems to be a little bit ballsier here because they're putting that mop back there. They don't really want to. I mean, that fits for what they did last time because when they were attacking, they took the wall charge and brought sabers. So I think they're gonna be worried about that saber. I don't think we're gonna see the saber come out
no
though.
saber.
So
they're probably gonna save that saber for
the dome.
Yeah, the dome. The dome's gonna be pretty big for that saber. Probably
That's
gonna
definitely
rely
one you
on the
need
saber
it.
to get them through beach and maybe pinch like pit or something here. But we're gonna see that wall charge coming in. Yeah, like you said, we're gonna see Jet mopping from the back of arcade, and kind of the same, pretty much the same setup LCG had. Pretty much, yeah, actually the same setup. I think Roach is in a little bit different spot. They had somebody else freezer in the top.
Yeah, Matt Toy was in the freezer where Roach was. Yeah.
But pretty much the same. Yeah. Ghetto's gonna molly this storefront. Take it away.
Some wall guns and the tellers there. Mop goes out. I don't think there's anyone. We see the flashes go out. Molly on top. Most of the team there. Toxic just trying to sneak a fuse. Ends up getting killed by Ghetto there. Lots of shots going out. Ghetto managed to take out also Pablo, but Kuken does manage to take it out. Kuken is hurt there, and he's the only one in right now, and it's kind of scared a little bit for him. Roach managed to take out Kuko, and now it's just Matoy and Kuken stuck in there. And then Tommy managed to take out Kuken. Matoy, I think, is running, trying to save. He's trying to get back to cover.
If possible, you should try to save Clacker, but I don't know if somebody ran in with Clacker, but he's gonna get taken down by Jet.
Yeah.
The only thing I can say about that is they got in perfectly fine, and Toxic started the refusal. I don't know if he was gonna stick it the whole way, but hopefully he wasn't. That he was trying to bait out all the defenders here, but it seems like his teammates weren't ready for him. They weren't holding the crossfire to cover him. And
it doesn't help that someone was literally on the other side of bomb for him ready. I'm honestly surprised they were so like, let's quick get that defuse, because that was what I was expecting when we saw Yaokuza take this map and they were, throwing all those smokes there. I was like, okay, they're gonna try and get quick, but mostly Photon only got in and got some damage there, and they played pretty safe outside. So, but they didn't really throw any smokes in here, and I feel like if they did what Yaokuza did there and was throwing, smokes on that left and right or in the front, they could have probably actually just sneaked that defuse and just had someone watch that other side of bomb and gotten it. But they went pretty like risky on it, and we saw their 2 people who were like supposed to support them were locked outside from that molly, so it's a little rough there.
Yeah, it was really well played by YY. They were able to all swing pretty much together as soon as that diffuser went down. But all right, now we're on to this Star Hall, and I'm assuming it looks like they're talking about blowing this jungle here. It's a pretty strong push getting into jungle, but you're gonna need some key flashes, like kind of here behind bomb, up here, and maybe someone up here to flash here. I believe you can possibly flash over here, this wall. I'm not too sure. I might be mistaken. I might be wrong, but you're gonna need to get a flash here anyways. And then maybe you want to smoke out somewhere castle or something like that, and then that way you can kind of get up here. You have some more control, and then you can kind of drop down, and kind of spread around castle, and maybe have somebody push this bottom. Could always also send like the Saber beach here, because even if your Saber dies, he can kind of cover your jungle side, so keeping them from rotating base side. They can only really push this this castle. This is really the only way they can rotate and put pressure into jungle. And even if there is somebody up here, they're gonna have to play cat and mouse game with the Saber and trying to put some pressure. So I really like this plan that the LCG is talking about. But we're also seeing it might be a split push, a double blow here of actually trying for lights in pit, and this is the last lights map, so it is definitely a big possibility.
You can see Chet in there with the mop. I think he's going to be playing it. Oh wait, no, he's going to. I think what Kuko is hitting.
Yeah, I talked about this pit push last time, so this pit push isn't going to be too bad. Just like I wonder if they brought a frag. They did bring a frag, so they'll be able to take care of this bar if it's in castle. So yeah.
see them starting to get up. I think they are gonna. Are they not gonna go that jungle? I think they're gonna try and split actually beach and pit here, unless they're just like, I don't know, faking or something like that. I figured they should probably get a presence beach because they're bringing Saber, and that's probably the best place to bring beach Saber. I think we see Jet trying to see if he can see anyone there. Kuko trying to get some peeks there, and I think the bomb is down. So wait, blows out a Molly out immediately. Some shots between them. Oh, Tommy managed to go there. Just shots ringing out there. I don't think they're really connecting too much, but. Yeah, no, because they're mostly locked out from that Molly, but they're rotating around. See Photon, Tommy, and Roach, all three looking at that door there. Matoi trying to see if he can peek in, see what's going on there. Kuko slowly sneaking up on that thing. Matoi managed to take out Tommy. Nice shot there. And Kuko and Pablo are sneaking up on that beach trying to see what they can get. Photon trying to take a swing, makes to take out Matoi. And they're keeping him there. Jet shoots, I think misses, and Roach managed to take out Kuka in there. So that pit push is locked down. It's just Pablo and Kuko trying to see what they can do. Jet managed to get taken out by Kuko there. Pablo and Kuko, nice crossfire there. And they're taking it pretty slow at this point. They're definitely outnumbered here, so it makes sense. Ghetto, I think, is setting up for a little peek there, getting around. Doesn't see anyone. Kuko trying to see what he can see. And managed to get some shots with Pablo. I think it's taken a little bit of damage by Pablo. Yeah, Pablo gets taken damage even more though, because Pablo is a little bit. Pablo is particularly possessed. Ghetto trying to get shots. Ghetto managed to get taken out by Kuko. Roach is ready, trying to wait for them to get around there. Photon's running around. Hit trying to see what he can do there. Trying to see. I think he's going back to Castle to support Roach there, which is good.
He has a frag grenade though.
Oh. See flashes God again. Pablo and Kuko are trying to move in now. I think Roach realizes that he's got a friend there. He doesn't need to be exactly watching that completely. It's fine. Another flash.
You can just
frag Pablo in that. Oh, the frag gets missed, and just, I think that's some damage to himself. Pablo is trying to almost gets the fuse, but Photon runs around. Oh yeah, it's just Kuko and Roach. Okay, Kuko and Roach, and Roach runs around. That was
a close
there.
Round. That was a really close round. Kuko, the 3K there at the end, trying to pick that up and help. And yeah, the only thing I gotta say here about LCG is you gotta call if you're gonna alt push in. Because Toxic was in by himself. You gotta call if you're waiting for the Molly, or you're gonna W key through that Molly. And since Toxic was the only one in by himself, they pretty much gave the frag to Photon.
Photon there, yeah.
You know, for free. They lost that frag pretty early on, and then Tommy and Photon are just working it right there together and just slinging and playing their crossfires for each other. So and
I honestly want to give kind of like
flashbangs there.
A good round of applause for that Pablo Kuko teamwork there, because they were doing pretty well there. They were clearing it, doing pretty well, but obviously it didn't end up.
I feel like Pablo was like, they're like, oh, castle, there's one castle, I can hear him, and then Kuko would peek and get the kill.
We got the spotter and the shooter. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, we're back on Kill House here on Timber Intruder, and I think it seems like. Where's that? Yeah, I think they're going to try and go through checkpoint there, and I think they're also trying to lock down checkpoint on the other side there, so it'll be kind of interesting.
Yeah. They do not. I don't think they have any charges left, do they? I think they lost all their clackers. They've blown both the first and the second round. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, they have to go green. Oh, no, you're right. Yeah.
I think they have to go green here, and they have one frag to work with. I do like this brick house push, because this is where the thick walls are, you know. So this is gonna give them a chance that the only way to really they can take damage, except for these thin walls on the bottom. But so I'm assuming YY is gonna be putting a lot of pressure in this hallway, and probably towards green here. So what LCG needs to do is push this brick house and have somebody sit here and play for counter wall bangs onto YY as they try to wall bang them from hall. And that way somebody can be like, oh, he's right here, he's on ping, and then whoever's playing this club can get that good wall bang back on, and not just let Yaokuza, because Yaokuza, let's be honest, is a team that has a lot of experience, and they're known for having really good wall bangs. So Jet with mop again, somebody was able to save that. I'm assuming Roach was able to save that mop, which is huge. So we're going to see Jet pretty much just sit this club side, just peek this entrance, and YY, not being fools, are not going to let them just have green for free. They're going to make them pay they're going to make them pay, blood, sweat, and tears.
They got to work
every inch they want. So.
Oh, that smoke goes out. That's going to be a good smoke. It's going to be trying, make sure he gets a shot by Jet. We see some shots coming out, Tommy. I don't think any of them connect, but we see some just crossfire here, there. Yeah, no one's really getting anything, but they're definitely trying to kill each other there. Tommy trying to get some shots. Gets a little close. Oh, I think, was that Toximan? Ghetto, but Ghetto is doing some damage on there. See, I think they tried to shotgun that red door. We see just, again, shots coming out through that checkpoint. I think a few are hitting there between Kuka, Pablo taking a little bit of damage, and Ghetto's a little hurt from, I think, Toxic there. Ghetto's hiding in that corner. He knows he does not need to peek. Oh, door goes open, and Jet managed to take out Kuken there. Nade goes out, but Molly goes out to make sure they stay out there, and that's going to be really good for Jet. He's managed to take out Kuko there. Jesus. Oh, more shots, Tommy. Now they're getting confident. Tommy takes out Mansoy, but Toxic managed to get it back on Ghetto, get that little peek there, and Tommy takes out Pablo. It's just Toxic, who gets taken out by Jet.
Wow!
Jet's sniping today, man.
Poor LCG. They, like I said, why would they can pay? The only way I can say to clean that up is you just gotta have flashes go out in all these positions, you know? Like this is a key position. You have to expect somebody playing on one of these sides here, and you just gotta flash it and push it. And you just gotta move that. You gotta move fast. You can't just sit and let YY continue to just pound you, because they're gonna play the wall bangs and they're just gonna keep shooting. You know, you just got to get those flashes in and just try to W key and take the gunfights and abuse your HP. That's the only way to really get in on a green like that when you
They
know
kept
that
him
they're
out
going
with
to be sitting there.
those mollies there, and that's exactly what they wanted to do, because Jet could just sit back and shoot him. So if they ran in on those mollies, maybe they could have really get in there, you know, mess up those shots.
That's the only thing you can really do is there's flash and W key. Even if they have the molly go out, you have to get in there, because they're just like you just said, Jet was just sitting there the whole time and just putting bullets down range, you know, and that brings you down. It's either a kill or 135 damage against you, you know.
Yeah,
Not to mention Tommy
there. He's got a drink, some chips, just hanging out, ready. Like
yeah. Tommy was huge there with his AK spray through the door, just reading all the positions they possibly could be. You know, it was just tough there for LCG. But we'll see if LCG is able to come in here and get a round on the board. Looks like they're going to commit a lot here, door and a wall. Which if they want to get on this board, I think I completely agree with that. They need maybe even double blow here. You know, blow hallway or you know, just wall charge into accounting. I think that's really huge if you just wall into accounting right out of lobby. It stops just this choke point in general, where you can even door charge the security. Like you need to get on the board here, so you got to commit utility. You know, this is the match point here. 6-0. You got to get on the board. You got to commit more than just a door charge, in my opinion, and a frag, because I mean, it's a good plan, but this is a kind of like a little basic plan. And YY, as you can see, they have the barbs already placed for the teller. They have mollies called. They're gonna read this, and you can already see Roche Photon is taking a knack. So I'm expecting Photon to either be like manager and wallbang teller, you know, or maybe even pounding and running around and going for wall bangs. You know, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, he's actually gonna play security here.
Security. Actually, that's not too bad with the knack there. I don't think. I think you can do some good stuff with that.
Sure. And they're gonna stick Tommy in vault. So.
But that's risky. I hate putting people in vault, because then now you're not playing a 5v5, you're playing a 4v5. Especially as defenders when you have such low health compared to them.
Well, actually here I actually kind of like it, because most people go for vault. I mean, go for button control first, you know, and because you need to get that open is kind of logical. But like right here, if you open vault, it pretty much actually makes Tommy more usable. So it forces them to go button. And with Tommy, even if when they choose to open the vault here, Tommy's gonna still be able to play a really nice angle, and you know.
Yeah, that makes sense actually, because they're not really like defending button. They're kind of trying to give it. It seems like Photon's gonna be ready for them when they get button to kind of get the stuff.
Wallbang, yeah, it's gonna be a good wallbangs on the button.
It's kind of funny because since they're not really like defending that lobby there, Toxic and Kuko and Paulo are just getting in for free and just kind of waiting. They're like, are they gonna let us in, or is anyone gonna look? But no. Oh, we see some shots go out. Jet managed to take out Toxic though. Toxic got a little curious over there, and I don't think that ended up very well for him.
Toxic does have the nade, so somebody's gonna need to pick that up for that barb right here and tell her.
Oh yeah, and we got Jet, and Ghetto can just swing that easy. And we see Kuken and Mato just getting in that security, trying to lock down that hall. I think they're confused, waiting for some sort of rat around, but nothing's happening. Google managed to take out Ghetto there. It's gonna be big. I think they didn't pick up the nade yet. I think they're trying to play it safe a little bit. We see some more shots. Jet is hurt there, so he's not really going to be able to peek that as easily. And we see them getting security. Oh, Pablo does have the nade, so we got the nade back. And Photon's trying to get those wall bangs. I don't really think they connected, though. No, I think that's why maybe got a little tickled, but not too much.
Yeah. Well, he closed the ball.
Oh, they closed the ball. Pablo takes out Jet. The nade goes on their bodies. A little cremation there just to make it respectful. We see Photon. Well, that's the important part. You gotta cremate your homies. It's all right. Kuko's take some shots from Photon there with that knack. I honestly was expecting to see a little bit more from that knack, but I guess rounds on over. See flashes go out, and they're getting into that accounting there. And Photon's waiting around there. I think he's going to try and find that. Flashes go in. Tommy is flashed. They're getting in there. Tommy managed to take out Pablo and Kuko on flash. Kuken managed to take out Tommy, but Roach takes out Kuken, and it's just Matoi there. Not much he can really do here. Time's running out, and Rose takes out Matoi, and the first match goes to Yaokuza.
Nothing. I will say in that accounting there, when you have, it was a good call to close that vault, but you got to push in accounting and clear it first before you reopen vault. And as soon as Matoi opens vault here, he needs to run. There's not much time left on the clock. You can't, don't play with that vault button anymore. You just got to get in with your team and push with what you can. It's okay if you're one of the last men in, because that means you're just cleaning up, you know. And he was pretty much full HP. He only had 141, I believe, after Photon hit him once with that knack. You know?
Yeah, I think he got like grazed or something like that. It wasn't much, sadly. But I mean, Photon did manage to get a little bit of hits on that back line. But I'm still, Tommy was, I don't know if he was full flash, but he definitely got flash there. Managed to take out 2 still. I thought that was going to be him over, but no, he managed to do it.
Well, we'll see if LCG is able to rally right here. I think the only way LCG can, I think what they need to do right now to get back on the board is to shake off that round. Just say, oh, that was a warm up round, and let's focus up. And I think what they need to do is communicate on more what they're doing and their plans, and talk about it a little bit more in depth, and then go into it.
Yeah, we need to see them working out like that, like Pablo and Kuko running through that dome, and not like the talk, or the pit push where they kind of just all kind of in one by one and manage to get a pick every now and then. But as we literally see, as we're going on break, okay, so we're gonna have a little break here. Oh wait, what? Okay.
So we're gonna be going into a break soon. LCG and YY are going to break. So we'll see you guys real soon. Sick.
Yeah, we'll see you later. All right, we're back here in the second match here second game here for Yaokuza and LCG. And it was a 7-0 before in Yaokuza's favor, and let's see if maybe LCG can pull that back. Maybe, I don't know, maybe have a bit of a better showing here, hopefully. What do you think, sir?
Well, I'll tell you this. After a 7-0 like that, LCG needs to just push that to the side, ignore it. Didn't never happen. Play like it never happened, and know that YY is going to be really overconfident going into this match. So maybe the LCG can capitalize on that. And when you have confidence, you really just start swinging things that you really shouldn't be. So maybe they'll be able to capitalize and get a few rounds early on, and maybe take a little hit into their YY's morale. But that's still the only thing I can say for LCGs and hope here. They just, like the last game, they just need to clean it up a little bit. And like I said before, that we took a break, is they just need to communicate a little bit better on DIGL and what they planning on doing. And it looks like they just got into their match, so we're gonna go ahead and hop over to there. That's our guys.
Yeah, I tried to show it spectate. It kicked me out for a second. I was like, I think I'm joining it now.
Just popped. So.
Okay.
Yep.
Game lied to me.
So. Yeah. All right. Let's get into that. I'm gonna start. Obviously, since both teams are EU, they're gonna be playing on an EU server. Let's go.
We don't have the excuse of EU ping or NA ping today.
Yes. That's right.
The God's graces of ping.
All right. Looks like we're all gonna be on a dome. Sorry. And it's Operation Dawn Caesar.
Okay, you got that. Or Kaisar, whichever one. If you're a Fallout New Vegas nerd.
I'm gonna say Caesar now, just to mess with you. So.
Just Caesar, yeah. No,
I like this store charge they're talking about here. This jungle really opens it up. I really don't like pushing this beach side, because this window is like, there's so much peeker's advantage for the defenders, and because they have this window, they can literally see wherever you are on beach, and you can't really see the guy here unless if you're standing back here, you know. So
yeah, green's kind of rough on this one.
Move a little bit here, and then you can see where everybody is, and then you just go right back, and then you can swing it, or you can even swing it this direction too. It's just the defenders have so much of they have a way easier chance of getting a kill with the peeker's advantage on the player in beach here. So I think we're gonna see is a 5-stack, most likely coming from LCG, which I actually agree with this plan. I like it. The only thing I can say is maybe smoke up here. Try to get a smoke up there, but if you do scuff it, then it covers here. And if there's somebody running around in the grass, which I guarantee that will happen, there'll probably be somebody running around here, and then there'll probably be maybe someone up here, and definitely someone here, and then another one castle, and then there'll probably be maybe someone in pit or ratting in base. So I don't even think you take Saber here. I think you just run in, maybe 3 or 4 people with black, APs, and then one person with a black dart to challenge maybe somebody up here with like a longer range, like Igmar or something. Jet is gonna have the mob, and he's gonna be playing castle, which is the devil. The devil on this map is the castle. So
Yeah, it seems like an obvious play to have there, but I think you're right. I think they are just gonna. Yeah, it doesn't seem like they're gonna go green at all because it is that.
they really
rough.
should be silent walking here. They're running to this door. It gives YY at least 3 players are just gonna go. Oh, they're going this way. That's one thing we learned last time we played against YY is we should be silent walking a lot more. But here we go.
Oh, Toxic goes in on his own there. We see some shots going out. They managed to actually take out Roach there. Lots of shots coming from that castle in between there. Kuko and Pablo are in there trying to get out. Toxic up in that top there. He manages to triumph over Roach there. We see Pablo get taken out by Ghetto there. Ghetto trying to run in, takes out Mattoy, taking out backline. Jet takes out Kuken, and now it's Kuko and Toxic there. Toxic manages to catch Ghetto out there a little bit. See Toxic, I think he's going to try and swing around and get Pablo there, or Photon there, but he's a little...
He sees Jet.
He's a little
gun. He sees his gun.
Oh, Tommy managed to get out Kuko. It is just Toxic now, and he gets taken out by Jet.
Wow, that was a really good round for LCG. They got in right away, and you saw that they just W-keyed through that molly. They were in. They were in, and they had it there for a second, but YY was able, like Ghetto, running around there, was able to get 2 big kills onto Pablo and Mattoy in the back.
Yeah, that flank
Kuko
was
didn't
big.
really know. Kuko really didn't know until it was too late after his teammates already died, and that was pretty much just the impact of that round, is what I'll say. So, yeah, just maybe, I don't really know. Oh wow, 250 damage Photon says from his molly there. So that's yeah, it's the W key. Like I said earlier, you just got it was good that they all pushed in together and communicated that we're going through this molly, but maybe do it a little bit before the molly spreads out more like that, because that was full spread molly, so it's just gonna do a little bit more. And there's no safe area from that, you know. So, but yeah, Unyielding Tide is the name of this map.
Back on a bank.
Yeah, bank, and this one is a little popular bank. What I like this Barb and Teller. Looks like Yato is saying that they're probably gonna go free here after blowing last round and try to get through accounting, go down to button, go into Teller, and come around through lobby. But looks like I completely agree with LCG's decision here to blow, because you have to blow in this map. You either have to blow entrance or you have to blow hallway. Because going green here, you're screwed. You're coming through vents. Like, yeah, there's one side. You know, you can kind of work it if you have to have really good teamwork and hope that they either give you free green or they really put a lot of pressure and you're able to hold the angles and take them down. But you know,
Yeah, I mean, we can see that Yakuza's been really good at locking down those places.
Yes. So
going through that manager accounting is going to be a little rough if they did that. So, yeah, I think you're right. I think going one of these reds, they have to, sadly, which is going to be scary because they are going to have to waste a charge. Oh, actually, no, I think they are going to go with that green, actually.
I think they're going to go green, and Ghetto has read their play once again. And I would like to point out that Photon has a clacker as well. So,
I don't think sadly will get much use there.
So I don't think it will get much use, but if YY is able to, you know, save that clacker again for the next round, it'll be pretty big. I don't know what the next map is, but we'll see.
Or if LCG manages to get there and take out Photon, they get a little treat.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's nice.
Well, they still have their other clacker.
Yeah, they still have the one for last one, yeah. Because they're not taking a charge here, which is...
Sick and Tommy get involved. Now, I will agree with what you said last time. Usually sticking somebody in vault is bad, and I agree on this map. This map, I don't really like sticking somebody in vault, because now these 3 guys that are playing over here, they're all in a... Because Jet is playing security by himself here, so... Jetto. That's a teammate, Jetto. Yeah. Jesus. So they're giving them green for free, but like I was saying, this is kind of like a 4v5 here, which... Until they hit vault.
Oh, Jet getting those wall bangs on a Matsoy there. Yeah, they're getting into that green there. Man, that was a lot. Matsoy is real hurt there. He's not. There's a shotgun. That's gonna be a little rough. We see some shots again coming out through those doors. Oh, Ghetto managed to get Matsoy there again with a knack there. We see, I think, the shotgun go out there and the nade getting out front of that barb. And we see again some shots just through those doors. There's not much they could do here, but just trying to get through those doors, just firing. We see Ghetto trying to get some damage. We see Toxic and Pablo are a little hurt, but not too much. But They're still trying. Ghetto's taking some shots there.
Oh,
Ghetto's
Jet.
running in and manages to take out Matt or Pablo, and Toxic manages to get out Ghetto. Kuko takes out Jet. Roach is taking out Toxic and Kuken there. It is just Kuko trying to see what he can do, trying to pick up from his fallen teammates there. He's got a knack, so maybe that can help him a little bit through there. But it's just Photon and Roach locking down that Teller Hall area. And I think, Photon's, I think, going to try and get a flank here of some sort. Yeah, he's going to try and see if he can, if he's going to go that way. I think Kuko is at really a loss of what to do here, which I don't blame him. He's got, it's a 1v2, which is, or it's 1v3 actually, because Tommy's still in Vault. Forgot about that, but is not going to look good for this. But Roach is locking that down a little bit. Take some shots. Oh, Kuko manages to get Roach actually, so I think Kuko's picking up that grouper there. I think going to try and get that button open. It seems like he's waiting up to get the button open, and there's just 2 in Vault. Now, this is still winnable. I don't think Kuko has a flash here, so it's going to be a little rough. And they have 4 mollies in Vault. So maybe I retract my statement about this is winnable. But if he can sneak in somehow, we got that barb. And yeah, molly goes out. Kuko managed to get Photon, though.
No time.
Gonna spit in their eye a little bit before he got. And then Tommy does take out Kuko, sadly.
That was a great molly by Photon to lock down Kuko from getting in the vault there. Jet almost had a really good flank going on, but Kuko was able to lock that down pretty quickly. And as we saw, this was just such a big choke point. Even after the barb is going down, just Ghetto with the wall bangs. Oh, jeez, so big, you know. So.
And we saw that. I think we were both right. Is that they really did lock down. I thought they'd lock down from inside. No, they just kept every door there, and that was really smart having both Ghetto and I think it was Photon with, no, it wasn't Photon. I think was it Jet? Yeah, it was Jet with an act. Just locking down those doors. They couldn't even approach it. He didn't even get set up, and that really helped because they destroyed their shotgunner. So they weren't able to open those very easily. So yeah, no, that worked out pretty well for Yaokuza there. Sadly, it didn't. That green, like we said, is just going to be really hard for LCG to get in, and well, we saw that happen.
Yeah.
And we're on this C-store. I want you to try this one. Try the name.
Star Oracle.
Okay, you got it.
Let's go. I can read today.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I got enough sleep this time. I got enough sleep this time. Because last time we were casting, I woke up early to be able to cast. So this time I actually had the 8 hours. So
you got to get that gamer sleep. Come on.
Yeah, gamer sleep. That's right. So looks like they do. So they have both charges. They have 2. They have a wall and a door. It looks like they're thinking to go below office. And this storefront, I like the storefront blow. Gives you a lot of control, especially. I don't know. Do they still have Saber? I'm not too sure. Do they still?
I don't think they brought out Saber. No, yeah, they still should have Saber because they haven't brought it out.
They do Saber. Okay. So this wall charge is interesting where you have to push for freezer, but I do not agree with this fridges. I think they should be door charging and wall charging here because you still have MVGs. Yes, YY may agree that you still have your MVGs, but you know, they've kind of wasted. They lost, I think, both knacks last round, so you don't have to really worry about much wall bangs coming out from YY here. Yeah, and they have the mop, but I think you're not. Your whole goal is trying to push the shutters here, but the shutters is too hard to take. Regardless of this barb, you even frag it. The guy, you can throw a flash, and this guy in arcade can just swing you. You know, like it's just too hard to counter, and like they can just run out and play the storefront teller hole if they because. Looks like they only gonna send. I don't know what, you know. They're just trying to rush this freezer, but I think the lights play is really what they need to do. But it looks like we're gonna see this office push, and they're gonna try for the shutters. But obviously Tommy's gonna be playing in shed, so he can just turn off the lights if he wanted to. And we are seeing one flare coming out from YY. Look at Ghetto. He's ratting. Interesting.
There's ratting right where they planned to put, or where they previously planned to put a wall charge. I think they're not going that way now.
I think he would still die if they put the wall here. I think he's still in wall range.
At the very least, it's definitely gonna hurt. I think they got that bomb goes out on that office there, and Jet immediately mollies that. I think is that Jet there? Yeah, that is Jet there.
Interesting that he's playing that close with the bomb.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, obviously it's not Jet. It must be Roach, but no, he is right there. Some shots go out, not really any real damage anywhere. Roach is rotating over to that freezer, which is probably a better idea there. Bomb does go out and take out Ghetto there. Sadly, I thought that would happen, especially because God, he's standing right where that was. But we see, okay, Saber trying to take out Jet there. They're trying to get a little fight there. I think no shots really been connecting so far. They're waiting a long time to get in there. We see Toxic Kukan get into that freezer. Tommy trying to take some shots there. Oh, yeah, Roach is stuck in there. We see Matsuoi and Pablo get in, and they managed to take out Roach there. And they managed to take out Photon, so that's their whole like right side pretty much down. Tommy trying to take some shots on Saber, and big balls against Kuko there and taking that out, and Jet has managed to take out Matoy there, and it's a 3v2 here. You see Tommy try and flank, but gets taken by Kuken. So this actually can go to LCG pretty easily here, unless Jet can pull some
magic.
Some 3M gamer magic. Yeah, no, but it's a
no mob magic. Listen.
Jet gets
that was a
by Toxic.
really good job by Tommy to swing on Kuko. It really just limited this line of sight. But I think YY got a little overconfident there by Photon just trying to W key through a barb, and Roach was there for too long. He needed to rotate, and Ghetto just sitting.
Yeah, we can.
On the wall.
I was gonna say we can definitely see that that overconfidence with Ghetto there, and it worked once for Tommy because he managed to just run in really ballsy against Kuko there, I think, on the Saber and take him out, and then he had to obviously go around and ended up getting taken out. And I'm really glad they managed to call it that flank. I feel like that's showing that they are starting to be more aware, you know, talking to each other and stuff like that. So that's definitely, we can see LCG getting a little better there. And I do think the fact that they used those knacks, that second round, really helps them out there.
Yeah. All right, and we're on to the side swap here. Now we're gonna see how YY is gonna take this. We'll see if they're gonna blow, or maybe just free dome, because this is one of the only domes where I don't like freeing. I mean, if you were to free and try for lights here, because there's only 2 light maps. I believe it was this one in that C store, correct?
Yeah, because then it's a bank afterwards. I think.
Yeah, that's right. So this is the only one where I would say freeing for lights is pretty good here, but other than that, I don't like the free really.
Yeah, the only problem with that is freeing for lights is then you have to go free, and that free has like, that easy mop angle.
Looks like YY is predicting a 7-1 victory here. I believe that was by Photon. So Photon angry face.
Photon showing off his artistic talents here.
Very angry. He's very angry. He wanted a 7-0. I'm LCG should be expecting either this green or this red from bottom jungle, because this pit really gives you nothing. Sure, you get lights, but you lose it. You waste a charge when you could literally have gone green. Just take a little detour, and then yeah, interesting barb here for this castle. I mean, this upper ruins, maybe jungle side. It's a little interesting. I'm assuming they're gonna have people maybe play here off this barb, or you can have somebody rat back here and try to play off that. It's a little weird. But I think we're gonna see a YY free take here for green. Well, let me see if they're gonna be taking. They are gonna be taking EVG, so they're gonna be doing what I was talking about, where they're taking that pit for lights. And you know what is interesting? I just noticed that there is a wall church that you could wall into castle here, which is actually pretty nice. Bypasses the screen.
Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah.
So, but yeah, looks like LCG's expecting this bottom. You can see they have Pablo and Matoy really watching this, but Toxic can see this beach push happening. So let's see what Kuko's doing.
You see Kuko ready. I don't think he manages to get a shot there, sadly. He shoots but doesn't really hit there, and they get, because of that, since they had to rotate out of there, that means they pretty much got into green pretty free there because of that. See Toxic was on a knack on there, I think, gonna try and take some shots there, taking some long range shots, manages to get a little bit hurt by, I think Tommy and Roach were doing some damage to him there. See a nade go and Castle means they're running away. I think that gets rid of that barb. Ghetto gets down the door and Ghetto takes a big loss for that, but Jet managed to take out Toxic there, and they're getting into that. Oh, Ghetto running in, really low health there, managed to end up getting taken out, and the mop hits Photon there, so Photon's real hurt. We see that castle kind of get locked down. I think Kuken's trying to lock down that pit a little bit, but they do manage to get power, and that's going to be really in their favor. Saber taking some shots there. We can see some shots in that castle there, but they are in castle at this point. They've got that locked down. Jet trying to see what he can get. I think he managed to hit Matoy there. Or, didn't hit Matoy. He was trying to get Pablo and didn't end up connecting. Matoy's just hurt right now. And they're mostly waiting around, I think waiting for Photon to get over there with Tommy so they can double push that, get rid of that top, and then just really crush in on that jungle there. Kuken trying to see if he can get that. Photon kicking the door, and they're both shooting through. And they managed to take out Kuken, so now they have that top. They have all sides of this jungle here pretty easily. Roach flash goes in, and Matoy managed to sneak out on Roach, but Jet does manage to take Matoy in response. And we see Pablo and Photon taking some shots, but Pablo just takes out Photon. And now it is Pablo and Kuko versus Jet and Tommy. A 2v2 here, and they're trying to get on bomb there. That works. Some shots going out, and Jet managed to take out Kuko. And Pablo, I think, is going to try and get around that bomb, see what he can do there. And take some shots with Tommy, and does get taken out by Tommy, sadly. And the round does go to Yaokuza.
That was a really good job by YY to clean it up there at the end. They really said, let's just split this 2-2. That was a really great way for. I'm assuming since Ghetto died early on, he was probably IGLing from the grave and saying, I want Jet and Roach pushing this castle, and I want Tommy and Photon pushing this side and pinch this, so that way we can pinch. And that was, if Ghetto did talk about that from his map view perspective, that was a really great job for reorganizing his team after losing him. You know, so but
I really think
LCG
we
played that
can.
really well too, holding that castle out for as long as they could. You know.
Yeah, they kept him there for a while. They had to take a long time before they really decided to get in there. But I really want to notice something about Yakuza here is like usually whenever you see someone get downed, like it's not long until the person who got him down also gets taken out, which I think is you can see that teamwork of like, oh hey, I got taken out by this guy, he's here. Because like we saw Roach get kind of snuck on by Matsuo there, and I think I think it was Jet came around and took him out like immediately after, which is crazy.
Lights were off too, so LCG was kind of stuck in a little pickle there, but
Yeah,
they
they didn't hold
capitalized.
Pit as much, but they tried, but
I
obviously it
wonder if they were able to. I wonder if they brought any flares there. I did not. I was not paying attention to see if they brought flares, but
I wasn't either.
I was not paying attention. But I wonder if they took any flares there. Now, YY has Saber and the two MVGs. I'm assuming if they were able to save, so I don't think we'll see a lights play for C Store. So that kind of eliminates that worry for LCG. But onto this map now, actually, back on Unyielding Tie, and it looks like we're going to see a double blow for entrance and both hallway here. So and then I'm assuming we'll see that wall charge coming in on C Store for that last round. So yeah, and I like the smokes for lobby. It really stops somebody from playing with vault open, watching this, or somebody swinging this lobby side. So they're kind of forces them to swing this side. And then the smoke from Teller really blocking out this kind of angle coming in from Loans or a pixel peak like that, or even playing just don't Teller all together. So I'm assuming YY's approach use the W key, throw a flash, go around, clear the side, and the rest just go through this way and then clear out this hallway side pretty much at the same time. I think they're just going to blow this, and then maybe pinch at the last second when they start getting into this Teller side. Interesting that LCG, I think, is going to put 2 players involved.
Is
Correct me if
that?
I'm.
Yeah, I think you're
Okay.
right. I think that's 2 players in vault there. I think they're gonna keep it open though.
Maybe until the blow. I like that.
Probably. I'm sure if they see that lobby blow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think they heard lobby and now they're just closing that.
Yeah, Kuko is right there. He is ratting.
Kuko's gonna see what he can do. Flashes go out. Kuko managed to take
Ooh,
damage on Photon there. Almost kills Photon, but Photon does take him out sadly. And Ghetto is definitely hurt there as well. Did a little bit, but sadly just inch away from taking it out there. We see Roach moving over to that hall so we can get that second split. I think Ghetto and Tommy and Jet are trying to lock down that lobby there and just waiting for the other two to really get in there. So they can just.
Pablo is reading that with his molly out. But I will say that YY did silent walk there.
Yeah, that's pretty smart. And Photon managed to get taken, I think, by that molly mostly, and Roach is getting in there, get some flashes in. I think takes a lot of damage though, sadly. And Pablo was hurt and trying to, or Toxic rotates out. Pablo was taken out. Toxic trying to take some damage there, getting some things here and there. Managed to get a lot of damage on Tommy, and is still full health and safe, which is pretty good. I think he's playing this pretty safe and it's working out. Yep, managed to
Saber.
Claim Jet there and taking a little bit of damage, but he should be fine. I think the door is open, so we see some vault mollies going out, trying to keep them out. I think trying to delay so Toxic can get in there and maybe get some flanks through that little hole in security there. Yeah, no, I think that's what he's trying to do. Yeah, he's sneaking up. He's opening that thing. They're flashing in and going into vault. There we see Matsui, we see Matsui takes out Ghetto. Matsui takes out Tommy.
Ooh, Toxic.
And it's just Roach, and Toxic comes out Roach. Okay.
Wow, nice job by LCG, able to clean that up and wait and buy time for Tox to come with his AK and come put some bullets into Roach's back. It was really well.
That worked out really well. They just clasped in there, and I definitely think that makes sense because I feel like when you end up pushing into vault, you're very just like, all right, let's kill everything in this, and it's because of that and how many there were still there because Matsui didn't go down without fighting there, and I actually didn't even go down if I remember, but it makes it very hard to really worry about your backline at the same time, and that just let Toxic get in there with that KRM and just rip them apart.
Yeah, and I believe Matt Toy also had Mate, so that really helped out the situation for the LCG in there, and it looks like they kind of forgot about Toxic. I believe they only had 1 flashbang going into that vault, and that it was a really well placed flashbang. But Matt Toy kind of just said, "I'm gonna power through it," and he was able to actually recover a clacker there. So that's kind of big. So if they know that they're going to wall charge here, they wasted all their charges. You know that they're going to wall charge something. It's either going to be a wall charge here, or like maybe they could even, blow a door. They have a wall charge. So let's see how they're planning. What YY's plan is to do here. They're just going to go. They are just going to go for the generic wall charge. I wonder if Matt Toy or somebody from LCG is going to be playing for that wall charge and try to kill somebody from YY here. The ghetto spot from last round is a good spot to start clacking from, or even here. You can even hide behind the shelf here. This isn't too bad of a spot, but it only kind of gives you like this range, I believe, with the clacker if you were to play. You only get these walls here.
Are those? It seems like they're gonna try and lock down that back storefront there with those smokes, so they can really just get safe, clear out that storefront, get that freezer there to make sure it's all safe, and then hopefully get in through fridges into there and really just hold storefront as much as they can. I think that's smart because it's such a long bit there. Sectioning it off is gonna really help them out.
Yeah. I like this green, this barb on green. I think they could put this bar for storefront's not too bad either. I don't know, these barbs are really well placed. I like all their bar placements here. Their flashes are good. Their smokes back here are good to stop the peak, but I don't think they have mop anymore. I believe.
Yeah, no, they lost that mop that I think.
Yeah, first round, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But they do have an auto. I like this auto placement for playing this fridges and freezer side.
Yeah, it's a strong place for it, especially because by that time, from what we can see for their plan, they're going to be running through storefront and trying to get freezer. Like, okay, now we've gotten our time out. We want to get through fridges and get quickly on that bomb, and I think that they might end up making a mistake there, maybe, and that'll be probably in Kuken's favor with that auto shotty. I'll be honest, I always root for auto shotty because I just want those auto shotty kills are just, it's just so nice.
Interesting that Matt Toy is there with the clacker. I mean, I don't think he'll be able to get into range of this wall charge here. And if somebody goes around to green after hearing him clacker, he can just wall bang like this and kill him, no problem. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna get that wall.
Smokes out. One of the smokes seems a little bit closer than they wanted, but we can see some rotates over there. Jet managed to take out Matt Toy in that bathroom there. Ooh, and Kuken is waiting. You can see him. You can see him waiting. I think Tommy's trying to get there. Ooh, Pablo. Oh, yeah, Ghetto's. Oh, Ghetto just like got super far in there. Kuken takes out Tommy, but Ghetto managed to take out Kuken. Toxic is taking out Ghetto. He's trying to take that point back. And we see Pablo and Kuko trying to play a little bit more safe there. Pablo originally was taking some shots there. And Jet picks up the auto shotty and runs in on Toxic there. Is running into Tellers. Flash is going out in Tellers. And Kuko is taking out Jet there. It's a little bit long range there. I don't think that auto shotty was going to clean up there as much as he was hoping. And it's now a 2v2. We see Roach getting onto bomb. I think that's a nade, actually. Or no, it's a flare there. Goes in. And then Roach may take out Kuko. So it's Pablo trying to see if he can maybe swing, see what we can do. But Photon is watching that. And yeah, Photon takes out Pablo there. And the round does go to Yaokuza.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
It's really well coordination there at the end there. Roach just using Photon playing along. Just saying, I got this. This is the only way they can come from because they're not going to WP through a barb here. You know.
Hey, it's funny, Ghetto just managed to go all the way around and get fridges there. As
Ghetto was all the way up the top. He's like, I'm just going to look around here. Don't mind me.
And then Jet picking up the auto shot, I think taking out Toxic was also just really funny. Just that fridges areas and that fridges and freezer, just the bloodbath over there for honestly both teams ended up losing a lot around there. I didn't realize. I mean, that part was going to be really important for that plan, just because, like I said, they were locking off that back storefront. So that was really where all the interaction was going to be happening. All right, coming here on a kill house now.
Yeah, on to this kill house. I saw this kill house with a Kazo the other day when we were casting the Wasted Potential and I forgot the team's Space Rangers game, and that ended up tying 6-6, and it came down to this map. And one of the things Kazo said, which I completely agree with, is blowing hallway gives you so many angles looking into bomb. And yes, you do have to push through this, but you can always send somebody to play this back patio and look through this window, which Ghetto is talking about with his IGL right now, saying you can look right into lockers, you can lock down this side of lockers, you can even flash for us as we start to push this office side. But I don't think they're going to blow this hallway. I think they're going to try and free green here, which I don't personally like. Yes, this patio gives you the angle, and you can kind of see green. But once when you know that they're not going to blow and they've become green, you just stick somebody playing this hallway, and you can just put so much damage in through these windows. I wonder if they're going to send somebody through this green and try to put pressure from hallway side. But then again, like I said, you can just stick somebody in this window. And they can literally You know, like I guarantee you, somebody's not just gonna go. Oh, I'm gonna go this way. Everybody always has to peek something. You know what I'm saying? So regardless, even your guys and blockers can see this hallway side, so they'll be able to give you call outs. It's just so, this hallway is so big in my opinion on this map.
It's one of the few maps where I can see like there's some very good positions that aren't just like, you know, like the rooms before bomb and bomb, but just those windows you keep talking about are just really going to be incredibly important in this match here, or in this round here, and we'll see how they end up getting used. I do agree. I think that if they maybe split some here to try and make sure that they can lock down those windows. It doesn't seem like they're actually. It doesn't really seem like LCG is going to see their importance. We see Toxic there is with the knack, and I think Matt's always the only one who was like near it, only as a groover. And that's kind of strange, honestly. I figured we'd see some more long-range weapons there, maybe an Igmar or KRM to try and lay down that fire, but I guess not.
Oh, Toxic broke the window there. They know somebody's over here.
Those knack shots coming out. I don't actually think Toxic managed to take more damage there than he ended up dealing, because I don't think he ended up hitting anyone. See those shots coming out from Kitchen there, Kuken, and Toxic is super hurt on that. I don't know if that's entirely worth it, but Kuko managed to take out Photon there on that window. He's ready. He's waiting for that. We see them getting into Kitchen here. I think they're gonna try and take Hall because it doesn't seem like they're using it anyways. But Roach is gonna be watching that. Some shots going out. Kuken getting some big damage on Tommy there, who just had that shotgun there trying to make sure that door's open. We see Jet with the saber there, trying to see if he can see anyone through. Those windows are definitely getting played on that top part, which I actually didn't think would end up getting as much use. But Jet managed to come around and just take out Kuko there.
And they that whole door.
Oh, they kicked that door, yeah. So they were able to get back in there.
Just rotate in and out. It's really solid.
Yeah, this is really smart. Just the flash go out. Ghetto running in on that Molly. Does not care about it. Managed to take out Kuken there. Jet is trying to come in and support a little bit. Pablo managed to take out Ghetto there with that shotgun. That was nice. We see Molly. Oh, Molly. Oh, Pablo gets taken out by his teammate with that Molly. Yeah, and Tommy is just going to stick it because that Molly just doesn't let them get in there. And we see Jet, I think, going to try and support him. Roach is seeing it and takes out Toxic there. And it's just Matoy, and he gets taken out by Jet. Oh, God. That was a rough lockers.
These windows were not utilized at all, but if they would have been able to keep Coke alive, and Pablo wouldn't have been mollied, and Matoy could have like stopped the defuse as well from here, using this angle, or even this angle too. This is a lot better of an angle. You can see right into bomb. It's just those windows were not utilized by either team there. They didn't even YY didn't even send anybody there, but YY was able to, even in that big choke point, they were able to send flashes in and get right into bomb and get bomb control pretty much no problem. So
yeah, that worked out pretty well for YY there. I think it did become, I think, a problem of LCG had too many cooks in the kitchen there, and that, well, not the little kitchen, but the lockers.
That was good.
Instead,
I like that. Too many cooks in the kitchen. That was good.
Where they just had too many people there that they couldn't use those mollies because it's so small, and they just didn't have. They were so separate at the same time. Yeah, the team kill.
I do believe Toxic might have got flashed a little bit as he threw that.
I think he did. I think we did get flashed up for it. But Pablo going down with a ship. You can hear the violin as he's burning.
The world's smallest violin. Or Pablo.
Well, oh, that's a name. Axe Forge. That is that is like a. I love that. That's a really good name. That sounds like a band.
Well, on to this now. This Axe Forge factory, and this factory, you have like one or two ways. You either just push the bottom, or you try for green and try for lights. But it looks like they're not going to try for green at all, and they're just going to double blow here for Toxic and use this wall charge right here. And I think, and they were able to green that map really well. YY that kill house. So they have all their charges still in their clackers. So pretty much most of their economy has not been wasted at all. This is wall bangable, and as you know, you can get hit markers through it. So we'll see how YY is gonna capitalize on about trying to maybe get some wall banks back or trade with LCG. But with this door charge and this wall charge, it pretty much gives you control of the map, kind of just like that. And then if you stick Saber down here, it's pretty much gonna give you like that. This is just gonna be really tough for LCG to counter. I don't really know. I'm not seeing them actually looking at this wall charge as a possibility at all.
Pablo is like, in fact, they're playing like against it, as in like putting their back to the wall charge.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna make a quick prediction, and just because it's always a funny thing what happens, if Pablo gets locked in that truck, I don't know what I'll do. Because he was sitting back there for a second. It could happen.
Yeah,
I almost want to stick. That's always the most fun. see the door charge go on that Toxic, and we see the Toxic immediately barbs that Toxic. Just weird sentence to say. We see the shots come out. Roach taking a little bit of damage from Pablo there, and we see them sneaking up on that bottom there, trying to get that wall charge set up. Toxic shooting there, trying to make sure they can keep him there. I think that they did take power, so that's going to be in their favor really well. We see the flares go out. We see the wall charge come out. Pablo immediately running away. We see smoke going out. Another flashes. Pablo and Toxic having to run around with it like chickens with their heads. Kuko managed to take out Roach, and Ghetto's getting in and takes out Pablo there. We see Toxic trying to lay down some fire, trying to keep him there. Matoy and Tommy getting some fire, but Tommy does take it. And we see Toxic manage to take out Jet, and we are on bomb there. We got Tommy on bomb, so Ghetto is, I think, getting a flash there, trying to keep him alive. We see Kuko and Kuken trying to swing Tommy there. Tommy managed to take out Kuken and managed to take out Kuko, both the Ks, and Ghetto takes out Toxic. And the round does go to Yakuza there.
That was crazy. Tommy was able to swing on multiple people and get 3 kills.
Because they were just, if you saw, I think like Ghetto and Photon were just throwing flashes over there, trying to make sure. They're really, they definitely knew. So they basically kept Tommy like the president there, and luckily the president pulled out his own weapon and took out the last, or those 3 there, I think, actually. He took out, he took out Matsuo and he walked in, and then he got Kuken and Kuko, so yeah. Hey, president's packing.
Toxic was able to sneak up a little bit, but he just wasn't able to push far enough to get Tommy, who was just kind of like using this side of the bomb as cover as he was swinging, so that way Toxic's bullets just weren't connecting. It was just really well played around. YY able to just really work together. You can see their teamwork. It's really good. It's astounding, to be honest. You know, so currently 6-2 match point. We're gonna see what LCG is gonna do to currently stop YY's you know, dominance pretty much today. So back onto that dome. What do you think they need to really? Oh, onto a new dome. My mistake.
Blood Ajax.
I think this observation is really key. If they blow this, obs is like you either blow this and have so much to work with from this side of the map. But I actually like all the blows here. This is all really good from pit, but you can even like lean for beach.
It's kind of nice because I feel like I'm trying to see. I mean, the only like worry is you can get like a good swing here if you're defending, if you're trying to blow this. But I mean, if you just get to about like here, bank a flash over there, you should be fine. And then the only thing you have to worry about is maybe like a push from here as well.
Yeah, I don't really know how LCG is gonna do against this. This is kind of a newer map. Looks like they're gonna play heavy for this observation. This needs to be a late barb, regardless of what you do here. You need to either barb for this. Even playing up here with, because they still have window. They can still see where you are, even if you play here. So I actually don't even
rough
think
to hold
play.
that.
I think you molly and then you just jump down and try to like rat water or something. I think even just turning off lights or just shooting out observations may even be a best play here for LCG. If YY decides to blow that, but so far it looks like we're just gonna see a free power. Oh, and they are gonna blow obs. Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna do 2-3. That's gonna be good.
This is tough.
It's a little weird for them to try and get. I don't think they're gonna actually take power because they have those. Well, I guess okay. Well, to be fair, an obs you can't really. You can see about like this much, but if they literally got this part locked down and they're able to get through these 2 places, they pretty much get the exact same thing as if they had power on an obs. So I can see them maybe turning that off. Let me see. It seems like they're gonna try and lock down that obs a bit. See Matsoy. Oh, that's a. They placed that barb a little early there, and that scares me. But see Pablo, I think he's gonna single-handedly lock down pit.
Yeah, he's gonna late barb this. You need to either play one side of the map like heavy or the other side.
I don't know if you've noticed.
And they're really spread out here.
But
yeah, go ahead.
They have Saber and Mop going beach.
Yeah.
So maybe I have a feeling that Kuko's gonna feel something in his head soon, and actually didn't manage to get hit there.
He would have run away.
All right, that's all right. It worked out there. So Jet and Photon are trying to see what they can do there. I think they're gonna try and wait for obs to really get in there. I think the bomb is down. Flash goes out, and they're running through that molly. They don't care. Roach takes a lot of damage from that molly, so I don't know if it was entirely worth it. And Matoy is, I think, shooting. Yeah, he's getting shot over by Ghetto there, and Roach managed to take out Toxic over there, which is really good. We see Roach also take out Kuko, and Ghetto take out Matoy. They got that whole top row to themselves. We see Kuken trying to wait there. Yeah, Pablo's, I think all he can do is really try and flank, but Photon is watching that like an eagle eye with that saber there, and they all run down on Kuken there and take him out, and it's just Pablo with that knack and trying to take out the saber. Takes a lot of damage from that, and it does get taken by Roach. Roach with a 4K there.
And
And
then
the
there
match.
comes out the PKs. Jesse able to get Roach. Tommy able to get Jet. And that's the round. 7-2. That was the GG. I really don't. I didn't even know how to defend on that map. That map is really tough to organize the defense. I guess you could maybe have some people rat water, and you have to play heavy for like either pit or obs. You have to choose which side you want to play heavy for there. You can't really just with how big this map is and how either observation's just so huge or lights are just so huge on this map. You have to pick a side. You have to
That
pick a side on the bottom to really play heavy for it, and that's the only way I think you can really win that map. But
That pit was rough.
yeah.
The only thing I could say is they maybe put more in base to kind of try and obviously they had 2 snipers there, but maybe try and rat out there a little bit more, get those. So that way when they were or when the observation people were going in, they didn't have that confidence of, oh, we're safe from that angle. We don't have to worry about it. And that's about the only thing I could really say, but it was not gonna it was not gonna go too well for them there, sadly.
Yeah. Uh, well, that's that one. That's that game in the books. 2-0 on the series for YY. Um, we're gonna have. So we finished a little early. So we'll be back probably in about 40 minutes or so. I believe 35 or something like that for the next game, which will be. I forgot which one the mainstream is gonna stream. But the Due Process Bravo will also be live for the second game. So I believe the main stream will be streaming Gnomes versus Hasting,
Yep.
and the second and the Bravo stream will stream Global Breakout versus Quackudama.
Mhm.
Quackudama. So yeah. I that's gonna be it for me today, but I'll still be on, and I think that's gonna be it. For you, right, Sick?
No, I'm casting the next one
Oh,
with Zombie for
ooh!
Astig
Look at
and
you
Gnomes.
go! Look at you go!
You know,
That's
I
awesome.
signed on to do basically all of Saturdays usually, so I'm
Yeah,
here. I'm not going anywhere.
I'll be on tomorrow for the stream. The lower league stream, one of the lower league streams, the 2 p.m. matches I'll be doing. So that will be it for me today. So thank you everyone for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you, Sir Front, for helping out
I
here.
hope you, yeah, thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you for EK and uh Wazda for helping out. I'm assuming they'll still be doing their thing.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think that's it for now. We'll see you guys. The stream will be back up soon. So we'll see you guys in a little. Bye bye.
Good. We'll be back.